Play that shit.
A Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato.
Mmm.
With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
You choked on popcorn, yes, and then...
Sorry.
I don't think Jesus turned water into Prosecco. I've always said that. I've always said that.
In silence.
First.
We just stared at each other. We stared at each other for an hour.
Just that's it. That's the whole episode. Just a staring contest between the two of us.
Watch that go viral over any of our talking.
Can you turn yourself up just a hair?
Yeah, I turn myself down.
There we go.
I'm gonna remember that. You never tell me to turn myself up.
Yeah, well.
Turn up.
Speaking of going viral, our last episode has, just refreshing to make sure we have the most accurate numbers, 34 views on YouTube.
We're famous.
100% like ratio, because we only have one like. It was
and
me.
It's you. Fuck.
We have one comment. Ooh, I wonder what they said.
Is it you?
I wonder what they said. Let's read the comments here.
It's you. Comment. Plural.
Free French fries for all. From someone named Seth Wagner 781.
Seth Wagner 69.
I wonder who that could be.
No idea.
No idea. All right. So do you want to talk about what we've been watching? Because I know you haven't watched much, but I also haven't watched much, so.
What did I watch? YouTube.
Dude, YouTube played on my TV all night last night.
Yeah, I sleep with YouTube on.
Like, I fell asleep, and eventually I was like, I don't want to turn the TV off because that's too much work. I'll just turn my speaker off. And so, like, it just played on mute until I got up.
It's kind of like a little nightlight. I'll have YouTube play at night, and then it'll wake me up because it's like a YouTuber playing a game, and they're reacting, and they're like, ah, ah, and then I wake up, and I'm like, ah. Sorry, I tried to move this away to yell.
No, that was good. That was good.
It's still peaked. But yeah, and then I wake up, and I'm like, and then, so I just can't have it very loud. Sometimes even mute.
Yeah.
Have you been watching anything else interesting?
I mean, I finished that show Chaos on Netflix.
What was that one?
About the Greek gods.
Oh, yeah.
In modern day time.
Someone, I think it's like twice this week, have been recommending shows to me. And I'm like, these people just don't know me. Because, and I'm so fake because they recommend a show. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds good. What's that on? Oh, Paramount. Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Let me add that to my list. I'll be like,
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll be like, let me add that to my list, and then I just never do.
And you know what sucks? It was my dad. He's like, you gotta watch this show. I'm like, really? What's it on? Paramount Plus. I'm like, don't have that in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Speaking of dads, today's a very special day that we're recording on.
Sunday.
Okay, June that's not 15th, what I was getting at.
AKA
payday.
Oh my god. Wasn't that Friday?
I mean, technically, but like today's technically payday.
Technically.
What is today?
It's Father's Day. Shout out fathers.
Shout out all the dads out there. All right. Happy Father's Day. Moving on.
That's it. That's all you get. Oh, what are we drinking?
Oh, yeah. I do want to talk about this because I got this last week. This is, what do you got? You tell me what you got first.
Angry Orchard hard cider. I got a pack like that have different flavors. They're new, I think. I don't know what the But like there was like a blackberry lemonade, something else, Piña Colada. I don't like it. And then there's a sour apple, but that one burns my esophagus, like actual acid. So I'm drinking this one because I'm tired and delusional. So I'm like, why not be extra delusional?
Okay. And so you said you're drinking the Piña Colada one, right?
Piña Colada.
Okay.
Colada.
Do you like it?
No.
Do you like getting caught in the rain?
No.
Stupid.
Like Piña. Whoa. I'm too good. Whoa, can't get.
No, let's hear it.
No,
like-
guys. We need the paycheck.
We posted on Instagram as like, I can't believe I caught the moment I found out that I could actually sing.
Oh my god, it's me too. You like Piña Colada?
And getting caught in the rain.
In the rain.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, like not me and every other person on planet Earth, like when you're like a preteen and you're home alone and you're like, do you like Piña Colada? You're like trying to sing. Why does everyone have that experience?
I think I deleted all those videos.
It's like, that's how you know we're in a simulation. Like, why are we all doing that?
Right?
How embarrassing. Not me. It
Couldn't be me. I definitely never did that.
Could it be me?
I'm drinking Sierra Nevada Peachy Little Thing IPA.
Yummy. That sounds good.
It's limited edition.
How is it, like super peachy or just like a touch?
It's like just enough that you know that it's peachy.
Okay.
But not enough to be overwhelming. But also I like peach, so.
Yeah, just because like fruit beers can be hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like I like a little bit of a citrus, like an orange, like Blue Moon or like Big Wave. Like it's got a little bit of that citrus. But my favorite beer is like a blueberry one. Tastes like a literal muffin. Which is crazy.
I can imagine that though, because like it's liquid bread and blueberries.
It is so good.
And now I want blueberry muffins.
It is so good. You would love this beer. I mean, they have a bunch of them, but it's called You're My Boy Blue. I had it in Florida. But, and at brunch, especially, it fucking slaps. I've had it at a few different places, but You're My Boy Blue is like the best one. And it's strong, like not strong, but it's like very blueberry-y. But I like that.
All it's pulling up when I look that up is quotes from a movie.
Yes, that is also a quote from a movie. You're my...
Oh, there it is. Beer.
Blue beer.
Oh, it's a Florida Avenue. Like it's a local brewery.
'Tis good. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Next time I go visit my aunt.
Shout out, aunt.
Try it.
I'm gonna be.
Let me
an
just
aunt.
type in and see if they.
I'm already an aunt. There's no way.
No accounts found. No, guess I don't have it around here then.
Not around here, pal.
Not in this part of town.
It's a wheat ale.
What do you want to talk about first?
I lost the show notes. What is this?
Let's not talk about health update, please.
Why?
It's been bad.
We gotta talk about it. Accountability. We
I
were
haven't
sending
cooked
each
once
other.
this week.
Yeah, it's been bad too. Honestly, I'm like, wait.
I got Shake Shack the other day, and I still got the milkshake.
I ate a whole bag of gummy worms on the drive here.
Well, that's different. That's like a road trip, like.
And
acceptable.
I had 2 Monsters, a whole bag of gummy bears.
I will say,
and I had Burger King.
I will say, yesterday I was kind of a skinny legend because I didn't eat dinner, or I didn't eat any food until almost 7 p.m.
Okay, that's intermittent fasting.
I had a banana for a snack at like noon.
Love a banana.
And that was it.
Got to
And then
make
I
up
got
for the
McDonald's.
week. You know, eat bad all week and then you just don't eat for a whole
You
day.
just starve yourself, right?
Yeah, I was bad all week, but I had a lot of like PT this week.
Not
I
me.
had to run 2.5 miles for the Army birthday on Friday.
I saw that.
Happy birthday, Army.
I guess. No one cares about the Army. It's the Marine Corps' 250th birthday. That's what we care about.
We care. I got cake though later in the day, so.
Wait. Because we made the joke recently. Did you get to do it? with the cake and the army birthday. It was literally our last episode we did where we were talking about the French fries and then the army birthday cake. And you were like, yeah, I'm just going to grab one. You don't want any cake? Okay. And then I'm going to get a piece of cake for me and for my friend over here.
Someone brought me the cake because I was in the classroom and all the instructors on my team are Army. So they all went and I had to stay in the classroom. I was like, bring me cake. Brought back a piece like this big. I was just like, yeah. And I ate mostly frosting.
Yes. Fuck yes.
It was delish. And then I didn't finish it and I left for the day. And I was like, bye. Take the trash.
I want cake now.
Oh my gosh. Nothing bundt cake. You ever had that?
No, but I've seen them.
It's like unexplainable. Truly.
Out of body experience, like what I experienced today.
Truly magical. Why'd you have an out of body? Oh,
I was just feeling super anxious this
I'm
morning.
like, oh.
And everything was just like, I feel like I'm just floating above my body right now.
Do you ever get derealization?
Explain.
I think we've talked about it. Where you're like sitting here and you're like, I'm in this life, but it's like a game. Like you're not realizing like you're here. You're like, I feel like I'm in like a video game as like a player. That's how I describe it. You're like every day, all day.
No, but I get like, I'm a human.
I get that. Like sometimes I'm like doing something and then I'm like, I'm alive.
This is weird. Like, how is this? It just doesn't make sense, right? Like I'm conscious. How am I conscious? Like thinking thoughts and doing things and.
Yeah, like I just randomly become like conscious. I'm like things around me. Oh my gosh, my throat. Okay, derealization. It's like when you always or often feel that you're seeing yourself from outside your body, or you sense that the things around you are not real, or both.
Oh, that's kind of what was happening this morning.
So it says it's like can be a passing feeling. Symptoms. Let's see. Sense that. Wait. During these bouts, you know that your sense of not being connected to your body or your surroundings are only feelings and not reality. You worry about going crazy can cause you to become focused on checking that you exist and finding out what's real.
That sounds horrible.
It's not so bad because whenever I get it, I don't even care about anything, and I'm so confident. Because I'm like, who cares? It's not real. And I'm like so confident. It only happens like when I'm really stressed and my body is and my mind is like, we're gonna exit the chat. And then I'm just like, woo. Yeah. It's not that bad. Like I don't want it to sound like crazy because I think it's kind of tied to like anxiety feelings. Yeah. And it's like a result of like stress. Yeah. But that's kind of like when I saw your note about the out of body thing. I think it's like because it could be a scale of how you feel it. Mm-hmm. So that's probably what you're experiencing. Of course, everything has a name now.
Yeah, everything has a name.
And that's what it's called. I think there's another one too that's like similar.
Yeah, I think what is it called? I can't think of it. My brain's dead. I had a really weird case of deja vu on Friday night. Like I was sitting there and I was like, I've 100% like dreamed this moment at some point in my life.
I love getting that. I'm just like,
I'm like, can I see the future?
I know. I'm like, I know what's going to happen next. Someone's going to walk in the door. Like something so simple, like someone's going to do anyway. Or I'm like, somebody says this like after, like it's weird. Like I feel like I can feel what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think it ever really does. But like, it's like that feeling of.
Yeah.
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 There's another.
Another what?
Not deja vu. It's something else. Oh. There's a bunch of different, like, not deja vu.
Let me see. I put it on my. I posted something on my Twitter about it a long time ago, I believe. Let me check my profile.
There's a weird one.
Of course, when I open my Twitter, it straight up opens to Kanye. Dissociation. That's the one I've been thinking of.
Oh, yeah. That's the other one I was saying.
Yeah.
I feel like they're similar because you detach from, so that I think they're similar. Dissociation. I like to look up the
clinical term and definition.
So this is how your mind handles information. So I guess it's more like in here versus like derealization is like can be physical.
Yeah.
And like how you're seeing and feeling the surroundings, and then derealization, or that's derealization. Dissociation is like in your mind. Disconnected, yeah. That one makes me feel more like an airhead, or what is it?
Like kind
brain
of zoned
fog.
Out. Yeah.
Brain fog is kind of that one where you're just like, huh? The honk cat for real.
Huh.
Oh my gosh, that just reminded me of something funny. I've been so tired.
I can tell. Look at you.
Because I haven't slept in like past 6 in like over 2 weeks. I've been up every single day because last weekend, the week before last weekend, work all week. Mm-hmm. And then last weekend I was busy, up early, and then up late until like 2 a.m, and then up before 6. Then went right into the week of work. Yeah. And then this weekend to New Jersey, got up early to drive there. And then got up early today to go fishing. And then tomorrow I start work, and then I'm up early. So I'm just like, huh? Yeah. Disassociating. So out of it. And I had a point to this. Oh, I remember. Wait.
Asleep.
Oh, I remember. Okay. I was in class. I was tired. It had to have been last Monday. Tuesday. Yeah. And I was so tired. And the students were doing a review for their PA2 exam. And it was like a little Jeopardy, like this side versus this side. I'm going to like read a question and they write on the whiteboards.
Sorry, my foot's asleep, but like it hurts to like move it.
I was so tired. I was like, this side, you're the circles. And I drew a circle on the whiteboard with like a line under it. I was like, this side, you're the squares. But my square like started rounding and it turned into like a weird shape like this. And I was like, oh, I was so tired. I was like, you're the leaves. And I drew like a line on it and then a little thing. And I was like, the leaves versus. And I was like, oh, they're just a circle. Let me draw a smiley face in it. ... straight mouth. And I was like, I didn't mean to. It was like a straight mouth, like a little curve. Like I was like, and I was like, mood. Leaves versus mood. And they were like,
huh?
They said that I'm like, out of all the instructors, I have the most aura.
Okay, whatever that means.
I was like, and then they were telling me I was funny. I was like, okay. I was so tired. Like, you know, when you're so tired, you're just like funny, I guess. Yeah.
It's the delusion.
Literally, I was just delusional. I was just like, leaves versus mood. I don't know. I was like, I couldn't even draw a square. Like, it literally was like rounded and then went to a point. And I was like, circles versus, and I was like, because I was going to do a triangle. And then it rounded and then pointed. Leaf.
Okay,
so the leaves won, so it was perfect because they got to go to lunch early, and I was like, leaves, leave.
Wow, that's kind of stupid, actually.
I really thought I ate.
My barber complimented me today.
On what?
He said that he was like, yeah, I was just telling the guy before me that your hair, like, it's like super easy to fade and like really easy to fade.
Why is that?
And like, I don't know. I think it's just because it's thinning, maybe. I don't know.
He's like, there's not that much of it. It's so easy to cut.
How does it look? How does it look?
It looks good. When you sat down, I could tell like you got a haircut. It looks good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have higher ups coming to work to like visit me this week. Yeah. And like evaluate how I'm doing my job. And so I was like, I guess I have to look good.
Yeah, I haven't had a haircut in 1.5 years. Can you tell?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. Once I get that DD 214, no haircut for a long time.
No haircut. Yeah, I've just been doing a bun. Well, obviously not this for work, but because it's getting too long for the ponytail, like out of rags, so I just do a bun now every day. And I don't know when I think about cutting my hair or going to get it cut, but I just can't sit in that fucking chair.
Yeah.
And like talk to a stranger and like it's just I'm so uncomfortable.
You just give them one word answers and then they'll stop talking to you.
They don't.
Or maybe that's a guy thing.
I was about to say it's a woman. It's a woman.
Well,
They want to yap. But no offense, women.
Also, notice anything different?
Your shirt?
Oh my god!
I never seen that shirt.
Oh yeah,
Glasses? The glasses are different. I noticed right away too.
They are.
What happened to your other ones?
I didn't like them, so I got some new ones that I could wear all the time instead of because like I got prescribed for like computer use and like kind of like readers, but I felt like an old man taking them on and off.
Not the old man.
Let me just get something that I can wear all the time, or 90% of the time at least. And so I got these, and I like these. They look good, I think. What do you think?
I like them. I
Honest
noticed them when I
opinion.
first got on because I noticed your haircut and your glasses. I'm trying to think if I like them better than the other pair. I think they both have their own like vibe to them, but I think these are good like all the time glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not like too much. Like they're kind of, and I think they fit your face good. So I like
Thank
these.
you.
Slay
Thank you. Thank you.
all day in the hay.
Also, I wanted to correct myself because last episode I said Alani's had the lawsuit against them. It was not Alani's, it was Celsius.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no memory of that.
Well, I do because I listened to the episodes like 5 times each.
Wait, Alani.
Also, speaking of, the other night I put on one of our podcast episodes, one of our older ones, so it would just keep playing through them through the night to give us views.
No, that was getting 34 views.
And I woke up to my TV blaring Back in Black. And I was like, what the hell just happened?
What
and
the
then
heck?
I remembered that in one of the episodes, I was showing off what my Amazon device could do.
Oh.
And it heard me say that on the podcast and started doing the thing that I had it set up to do in the middle of the night. And it scared the crap out of me.
Hell no. Hell no.
But yeah, so that happened. That was fun.
Look
Not
at
really.
look at the show notes. It's like so much is highlighted already. We went through so much. You're like,
You
I
haven't
put a
even
lot
highlighted-
on there.
You haven't even highlighted everything we've talked about yet.
Yeah, I
You
know.
forgot to
You're like, I
highlight
put
this.
a lot on there that it's a 2-second. You're like, yeah, I got
Well,
new glasses.
Let's talk about this. All right,
Wait,
so last
ASMR time.
another one. Don't you have to go to bed soon?
Yeah, right after this, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, me too, probably. That's a lie. I have to clean my house
No, I got to do a couple things and take my dog out and stuff. So
and get my uniform ready. I've been really, really considering getting a dog.
don't.
I've really been considering, and like the biggest thing was like travel. But we have this new Marine that I could be like, would you want to watch my dog while I'm gone?
Don't do it.
Because I was just thinking about it last night as I was driving home at midnight, and I was like, oh man, it would be fantastic if I just came home and someone like abandoned their puppy at my door, and I could just take it in. And
No,
love on
because
it.
then you're not going to sleep. Because it's going to cry and shit all night.
I don't care. I'd be like, I love you, little puppy. I love you.
Yeah, until you haven't gotten any sleep. You're like, fuck you, bro.
Didn't have any sleep anyway.
Extra no sleep.
I was so like let me this is my weekend update. Let me tell you about my weekend.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I have one too.
So Thursday, my plan. So we have like a pool event this weekend on Saturday in Yakima, which is like 2.5 to 3-ish hours away. Mm-hmm. Right, and then last minute I got told, "Hey, we need you to drive instead of driving your truck down there, your work truck. We need you to drive a van to go pick up some kids from another station and bring them to the event." And in my brain, I hadn't really looked at like the map, and I thought that the place that I was going to pick these kids up was closer to home than the place where the event was. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I switched my DTS, got my hotel for the place where I was going to have to pick up these kids at. And then the morning comes. Well, no, it's like then it comes time for me to leave and go like to the hotel so that I can pick them up in the morning. Turns out it's an hour and 15 minutes further than the event was. So Saturday, I only did my DTS for the night before the event, right? So the event goes from, so like I got out, left the hotel at like 9:15ish, went over to the station, picked up the kids, drove them to the event. We stayed at the event till like 5, drove an hour back the other direction from home to drop them back off, and then drove 4.5-ish hours back home. And I didn't get home till like midnight.
And imagine having a dog you got to take out.
I knocked the fuck out when I got home. I was like...
Yeah, I'll be so tired. I get home and then I got my dog and I'm like, he needs to go to the bathroom. He needs to go out and I just don't want to take him. And he's
I would just let mine do it on the porch out here. I'd just like go out there. I'd get one of those like grass pads for like dogs and put it on my patio and be like, go to the bathroom out there.
Yeah.
Because I have a patio. You don't.
I don't want one. I've had patios and I never go out.
I know, I have one too. I've only been out there like a couple times. One time was after a run and it was really hot in my apartment. I was like, I just gotta, let me go outside and sit in the shade.
I open my windows a lot, but like, yeah, I've gotten places and I like make sure they have patios and then I never go out there. I'm like, what am I doing?
Oh, have you noticed? I've been working on my tan. See? Tan.
You're like, see.
It's really noticeable on my neck. Can you see it? That sounds like a lie. It sounds like you don't.
It's not a lie.
Well, moving on. Put in the comments below, did you notice the tan?
I'm not tan. Wait.
No.
It's like it's not summer here.
Ghostly.
Oh, wait, let me tell you about my weekend.
Your weekend.
Okay. Let's start on Friday. I left early from work on Friday.
Okay.
After I ate that huge piece of cake.
Okay.
And I went home.
Okay.
And they were shutting down the roads and everything on base because of the big Army birthday celebration Friday night. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not trying to mess with that. But when I took my dog out before going to bed, fireworks were going off from the event. And I was like, oh, cool. He wasn't really fazed by it until I tried to take him outside. Yeah. And then he was like, huh? It was pouring rain, though. And the fireworks were going off.
You can do fireworks.
And I was like, I've just never seen them in the rain.
Yeah.
Because they normally just cancel them. Yeah. Well, usually wind, too.
Yeah.
But they had them suckers going. So my dog walks out the door, hears that it's raining, because he doesn't like going in the rain. And like, boom, boom. And he's just like, I'm like, come on. I'm pulling on him. He's like, bro. Like, he's like, no. Because if it's raining, he'll like stop. I'm like, come on. And then he'll like follow me out and go really quick, like right under the thing, kind of like under the cover part. He was like, no. And I was like, bro. So I like dragged him out to go to the bathroom. He like peed for 5 seconds and then like wanted to sprint back in.
Me too.
So Friday was vibing. Saturday, got up at like 5 a.m. to drive to New Jersey to my dad's. My sister had her baby shower yesterday.
Okay.
She's 8 months. She's due on the 7th of August. So I got her a bunch of gifts and stuff for the baby shower. It was a 6-hour baby shower. It was long. 'Twas long. But
oh my God.
We had some good laughs and stuff, and she opened up presents and everything. So I was happy to be there for that. And then
I have to point out you put Pregnart in the show notes.
Okay, I'm not.
I have
Pregnart.
something to go with that. So
her did you see my Instagram story?
Yeah, and I responded to it, and then I was like, "Are you pregnant?" And then I saw the next one, and I was like, "Oh."
Did you actually?
I was like, "There's no way."
So it was. she got us a bracelet, and it's like a message from the bump. So anybody that came got the bracelet and this little message, and it's like from the baby that's like, thank you for always taking care of my mommy and for being here, from the baby. So I was like, that's so cute. So I put a picture in my Instagram story because I was just happy to get that cute little bracelet.
Yeah.
So many people thought I was fucking pregnant.
Yeah, it's because it covered up the part that was like, thank you for being a part of my mommy's life. Like the mommy word was covered. And so like you couldn't read that
I didn't
first
even
line.
notice. I just, because when I take the picture on Instagram, it like pops it to the side, or like it's like a weird when you take it on Instagram, it moves it. Oh, she just texted me. That's so weird. My sister did. Thank you for coming and for the gifts. Even my ex texted me and was like, are you pregnant? I was like, what the fuck? Why am I getting these messages on Instagram? And he's like, text me that. And I was like, I need to. So I ran inside, like at the baby shower. I was like, to my sister, I was like, we need to take a picture so I could post like sister's baby shower. And then after that, I posted a picture of the beer I was drinking because I was just going to post a picture of the beer next. I was like, people are going to think I'm pregnant and drinking beer. Yeah. So I needed the one in the middle to tell the story. I was like, Jesus. Also, I was like kind of rude that not like you guys thinking I'm pregnant, but him, my ex, I was like, you really just think I'm just out here getting like knocked up immediately? Maybe. I was like, also I would like tell you. Yeah. I would never just post it on my Instagram story all sus like that. Yeah. I would either not post it all until I had a baby or like just post it. I honestly, I don't even want one ever, so I don't even know what I would do. Yeah. But I was like, so yeah, that was the Pregnart. And then the games. Well, hang on. While we're still on Pregnart, because you spelled Pregnart wrong, it made me think of this. No, I spelled it like that on purpose. Hang on, how do I get this to go away? Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? I love these videos. It's so loud. That I'm pregnant? Could I be pregnant? Am I pregnant? 38 plus 2 weeks. Dangerous pregnant sex. Will it hurt, baby? Top of his head. Can you down at 24 waters like pregnant? I think my dog is pregnant. How do I know if I'm pregnant? Can I be pregnant? You get pregnant. And am I pregnant? Okay. Yeah, I've seen those memes like in the past, so I never say the word pregnant. I'm always like Pregnart or Pregante. Like I always say it weird. So that's why Pregnart's my favorite one. Yeah. Hang on, you're frozen. There you are. Now you're not. Oh. And then we played like little games or whatever, and I won a $10 Amazon gift card. Give me. Price is Right. So it was like a list of items like diapers, and then it was like pacifier, bottle, and you had to like guess the price and have a total. And then not the actual price, it was like whatever the mom's answer is. It's like closest. But she like knew the prices of everything. She was like, we have all the items right here. My dad's so funny. Like his total came out to like $40, and it was like probably like 20 items, like diaper, like he's living in a different era, you know? I was like, yeah, my stepmom was like, yeah, in the 90s. Like, he was putting, like, pacifiers for, like, $1.99, which I'm like, yeah, you could probably find them that cheap. But, like, I got her a pack of them, and I think they were, like, $10 or something for a couple. So I was second closest, $124, I think is what I put, and it was, like, $109 for all the items. But you went over. That means you lost. No, they were just doing closest or whatever. That's not how Price is Right works. The directions said whoever's closest to the mom's guess. It didn't, but like it wasn't. But according to Price is Right rules, it's whoever's closest without going over. That's why people will guess 1 cent or $1. It's the direction said closest to the mom's. If they think that everybody else chose a number that was higher than the worth, they'll be like, okay, $1, because they think that everybody else. I think everybody went over, maybe.
I think your dad should have won is what it sounds like to me.
Oh no, other people went under. They weren't really taking the game that seriously. Neither was I. I was just putting numbers down. And then I
take games very seriously.
They handed me a $10 gift card and I was like,
especially game show games. I will take those so seriously.
what else did we play? We didn't end up playing bingo.
B-I-N-G-O.
But it was
Tootsie Roll.
It was nice. It was like a cute. It was a cute baby shower. My neck hurts.
Mine has 2 recently. I don't know what's up with that.
You're getting old.
I need to go see some like
Physical therapy. Get
because
dry needling.
My back is so tense all the time. I feel like I mentioned this before, but like it's so tense, like I can feel it need to pop, but it's so tense that like when you try to pop it, it just won't.
You know what you have to do? Like whenever I feel like I try to pop my neck or my back and it won't, usually if I like put a heat pad on it or if I shower and it gets hot, then it'll be like, because it like loosens it up.
Yeah.
Because you're right, like it's too tight, it doesn't want to go. But like if I'm up and I start getting ready for the day or just get the muscles like moving and then it's like, and I'm like.
What's funny is I popped my neck the other day and I thought of you. Like I like popped it and I was like, have you ever popped your neck? And you can like feel it pop all the way down your neck, but then it's like starting to like get to like the first part of your spine. Oh. And like you can feel it almost want to pop that, but you're like, I can't get it to go enough.
Oh, it's the best.
Actually pop it.
When it goes like all the way down and it's not like it's like it's like when it's like bah! And I'm like, oh, it feels so good when it's just like snapping.
I hate that.
I'm like, snap it half. Okay.
No.
Speaking of pain, I didn't put this on there.
No pain, no gain.
Okay. I didn't finish my weekend update.
Yeah, finish your. You talked about the game. So what's next? What was next in the life of Dakota?
We got home from the baby shower at like 8 something. It was like from 2 to 8. So we got home like 8:20, 8:30.
Gross.
And me and my dad sat on the couch.
Yeah.
And then it hit 9 o'clock.
9 p.m.
And we were like,
Deuces.
and we went to bed.
Nice.
Because we got up at like 4 or 5 in the morning today.
Understandable.
To go fishing for Father's Day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hate this.
You hate
I hate it. You whispering.
I love it.
What about me chewing into the mic? Listen to this fishing adventure.
Let's hear it.
Everyone on the boat was throwing up all day.
Such a mood.
And my stepmom threw up.
Is it because they were hungover?
No, everybody was seasick because it was windy and stormy. And
I so get that.
we were on the front of the boat. Yeah. And I thought it was on a Six Flags. It was like this. And we're in the front and people in the back aren't feeling it. And I'm going, ah! And the boat's like crashing and people are laughing because I'm screaming.
Yeah.
But it's tickling my stomach like I'm on a roller coaster.
You know, that was really loud. You know, that's why they removed us from the group chat, right?
Who cares?
Screeching is what they would say.
I had to yell. It was scary.
If you snakes are listening to this right now, just go ahead and log off. We don't want your kind here.
Yeah, we like to.
I'll name you. I'll put names.
We like to yell around here. Anyway, I was yelling on the boat. I was scared. I had to yell. I couldn't help it.
You said that and then you were like, I was yelling in the boat.
I was yelling on the fucking boat. So they were sick, though. They couldn't really fish because it was a fishing charter that took you out in the ocean. Mm-hmm. And, like, most of the people on the boat were, like, throwing up. Like, nobody was fishing. I caught 2 sea bass.
Ooh.
Everyone's all sick. I'm like, I caught 2. And, like, every time the boat would, like, because it was, like, they would park it, and it would, like, literally go, whoa. Like, you had to hold on, or you were going to, like, fly.
I probably would have thrown up.
And I heard everyone, like, oh. And I was like, wee! Wee! Like, I was like, this is so fun.
Absolutely.
And everyone's like, oh. Caught 2 sea bass.
Nice. I've
never fished, like, on the water like that, like in the ocean. So that was pretty cool. But, yeah, we were soaked and it was raining. But I had a fun time. I just feel bad for everyone that was sick. And my dad didn't get to fish because he was taking care of my stepmom. But then he kind of got a little queasy. And a lot of people on the boat, like, they were like, we've never thrown up. And it was like, it was starting to get to like, was looking like an apocalypse. Like people were like everywhere, like on the sides. It was just people like, oh, and then I was at the back where they were. I would go back there sometimes because I was fishing at the front of the boat, and I would go to the back to see how they were doing. And everyone on the back is just like, and then some of the men, god damn, they were like, like over the side of the boat, like loud. And we were like, I felt so bad, but I would look at my dad like, because it's like, because it wasn't just like, like, you know, people throwing up. It was just like, like, I was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. So, that was today. And then we got back and that was like we left at 6. So I got up at like 4:30, got to bed at 5, got back at 2 to the house. And then we were sitting there and I was like, I fell asleep, woke up and I was like, it's 3:30. My dad's like, yeah. He was sleeping too. Because I had to leave to get Doc. And so then I kind of relaxed, was talking to him for a bit, and then I started my drive back, and that's why I'm so tired. I had 2 monsters, a whole bag of gummy worms, and like, because before that I was like struggling to stay awake. I was like, because it's a 2.5 hour drive, maybe like 2 hours 15, no traffic, but this ended up being like 2.5. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it to where there's only an hour left, then I'll stop and get stuff. I was 30 minutes in. I was like, I need to get stuff. So I saw they have the rest stops in the middle. Yeah. So I was like, I'm just going to pull off at one of them. And it's like, they're nice. Like inside it's like a Dunkin', a Chick-fil-A. It was closed. Chick-fil-A, gas station, like all in one, but big thing. They're really nice. I pull off. I'm like, I stopped here last time. I stopped at the same one, but there's so many that I'm like, I always end up pulling off to this one. It's so weird. Yeah, got monsters, got gummy worms, got sunflower seeds, had a monster, had a whole bag of gummy worms, a whole bag. And I was like, ugh, I felt good. I was driving and then
crashed when you got home.
Crashed still while driving. Wait, didn't crash, but like it was crashing mentally. So then I was eating the sunflower seeds, which I do like a whole like handful. I was spitting them into like obviously an old piece of trash I have in my car, a Red Bull can that I had actually when I first started driving, did nothing. I drank that Red Bull and I was like, I'm more tired.
Yeah, Red Bulls don't have that much caffeine in them.
85.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
And I get the small ones. It's on a regular day, like after lunch, if I need a little bit of like a something, I'll have a can of Red Bull, but it did nothing. So I had 2 monsters. Those did nothing. And then, got Doc, made it home. Laid on the couch, was texting you, like, sleeping stuff.
As I was trying to drive back as fast as I could to get on here.
I was like, I laid on the couch. I was like, Mamma mia.
Because like,
why did I do that?
I went to go get a haircut, right? And I got to the place where I normally go, and the road was blocked off for some car show thing that they had going on. And so I had to like do like circles until I could find somewhere to park, and then walked all the way over to the barber shop.
What was I talking about? And then I was like, oh, I didn't even go over my weekend, but I was going to talk about something else.
I don't know. Let me talk about this. No, I did that. This.
Control Z.
This.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
All right, so I've had a couple weeks to let the new John Bellion album simmer, right? And I've been thinking about it, and I've been re-listening to it over and over. Like, I'm pretty sure if you looked at like my top songs for the month, it's already that whole album. And I while as much as I love Modern Times, and like it's such a bop, and Father Figure also such a bop. I really have grown to love the song "Don't Shoot." And it really got me thinking about, like, maybe I don't have a kid, right, to relate this to. But, like, I do have an inner child that I've got to protect, right?
Yeah.
And, like, and I was thinking about it, I was like, your inner child is probably the most purest form of you, and like the most real you of you, you know?
Yeah.
And so like all these people who are obsessed with like being an adult and like not like, oh, that's childish. Like I would never watch SpongeBob as a 25-year-old or 30-year-old. Like, what is wrong with you?
I hate that shit.
What is wrong with you?
I hate that because it's like you get one life like here, you know, and it's so short. It's like, why can't we like Squishmallows and Labubu's and like why can't adults just actually channel their inner child and like have fun? Exactly.
And I think Gen Z is doing a really good job of that. Like they just don't care. Like we just don't care.
Because it's like, you don't, like, why can you not like that stuff? Like, it's almost like people have been forcing themselves to not like it because they're like, oh, that's childish. But it's just like, if I see something, like, super cute, I'm like, I'm going to buy that shit.
Or, like, I'm like, I really love Bluey. Like, it's one of my favorite television shows.
It's cute.
I tell someone who's older than me, like, in their, like, 40s or late 30s, 40s, they're going to judge me. They do judge me. But then I tell someone who's like my age and like, no, I get that. Me too. I love Bluey too. And I'm like, exactly.
And it's just like, okay, but then men are going to go play fucking video games and play like these like little animated games. You know what I mean? But then be like, oh, you like Bluey? Yeah. And then it's like, and then they're like playing like Hello Kitty. And it's like a video game, so it's like I'm a man. I'm going to play this little character, this little fairy, and I'm going to go run around and fly. And it's like, you're like, Bluey, I'm a fairy in my video game. Okay.
Listen, I beat the Bluey video game in like an hour.
Okay, it's like for children. But like, I don't get it. I think it's just fun, like to just...
Yeah.
It's just more freeing. We're just more free, I think.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
Like, I love SpongeBob, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Right? Like Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb has a new season come out, and I've been watching them as they come out.
They're so good. Like, why do you want to get away from that? Like, I feel like when I first, like, grew up and being an adult, I was like, damn, this shit sucks. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I can channel that, like, little bit of childishness, because it's like,
childishness. Childishness.
That's why I didn't try and say it again. It's like
childishness.
That's where like all of your imaginary, creative, like that's where it was at its peak. And it's like if I can even channel the tiniest bit of that, or like that innocence, it's just like, why would you not want that back?
Yeah.
So that's a good album.
Also, while I'm thinking of this, because this just popped into my head, YouTube, I've been watching, we've taught Ryan Trahan, right? Yeah. You know who that is?
Yep.
Well, he just started this series where he's doing a road trip and visiting all 50 states in 50 days. Oh. And he's visiting like the most, what's the word he used? Like the best Airbnb.
Oh.
Of each state, right?
I didn't see that series. I like
just
his
started
stuff.
He's on like episode 5 or 6 was today.
Does he do one state each or like a couple?
Like it's one state.
In each episode?
So like he's got to drive from a state to another state every day. And he's trying to raise $1 million for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
That's really cool. I got to watch that.
And so
I will actually watch that.
Let me use my platform here because there is a really, really, really cool Airbnb in Russellville, Arkansas called the Hobbit House. Please, when you get to that part of the country in that state, that's the one you should stay at.
Shout out Ryan. Listen to this.
Do you wanna
Can you shout us out? Yeah, look it up.
The Hobbit.
Wait, you've talked about this before, I think, on here.
Well, what's funny is I kind of know the guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Who owns it. I don't really know him, but like he would come into the theater and like he knew us from that when I worked at the movie theater.
Yeah.
No, not the Rogers one. The one in Russellville. The one in Russellville is way better than the one in Rogers. Because there's a couple different Hobbit houses, but the best one's in Russellville. Because it has like the door.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can
find it. Pretty legit.
Here it is, right here. All right, let me share screen. Share screen. Check this out.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking legit. I would drive there just to stay there.
Like, that's the door. That's like an actual round door.
Damn, that's cool.
Like, there's one in Rogers, and it has, like, it looks like this door, but it's actually just like a normal door cut into a circle.
That's so cool.
Like, it's crazy.
Wow, that's really cool. He has to stay there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the place in Arkansas, for sure.
He has to. Wait, what state's he on? Is he going, like, in an order, or is he going to cross from, like, Cali over?
So he lives in Texas. Oh, there's 129
Oh.
photos, so we're going to go through all of them. Let's go through all of them.
I just assumed he lived in California. It's so cool, the whole theme of it. Wow, the kitchen. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Guys, if you're not watching and you're just listening, I'm so sorry. You're just hearing like clicks and me go, wow. Oh my gosh. And it's just like click, click. I'm like, wow, the kitchen.
Okay, I feel like we've seen everything. It's just kind of repeating.
Good photographer,
let's look at
though.
United States map so I can kind of show you where he's been so far.
So he's starting in Texas. Shout out Texas. My family's there.
Wait, let me do this. Okay, share this tab instead. All right. I didn't share it. What the frick? What the frickety frack?
What the freak?
I don't know what was that, guys. Okay.
I don't know what was that, guy.
So he started around here.
Okay.
He went to New Mexico next. Mm-hmm. And then he went to Arizona.
Shout out!
You would think he would go to California next and then like kind of work his way up or like
But he did not.
this. But he didn't. He went to Nevada.
I mean,
then he went to
okay.
Utah.
Oh.
Right? And then he went to Colorado. And his next one is Nebraska. So I don't get this order he's going in. Like me, I probably would have started and gone this way. And then probably done this. One of these.
I mean, he can, yeah, maybe he's just doing whatever.
But like I'm trying to like guess where he's going next every time. And I'm like, where's he going to go from here? Is he going to go down?
No, he's going to Minnesota to stress us out. Because it doesn't even touch.
Because I would
He's
go
got to go
here,
through 2 states to get to it.
and then I would go down, over, down,
over, up.
go from Alabama,
Oh,
and
you
I would
went-
just hit like the top part of Florida. I wouldn't even go down into the Panhandle. Top part of Florida, Georgia, this way. I'm like touching this with my finger and the mouse. And then go over into Missouri, kind of like work my way over. I'd go all the way up and through here, come back down, probably hit
Going
Michigan.
up the East Coast like that and then back down and over
and then
is
over
the
the top and end in California.
Yeah. Maybe that is kind of what he's doing. Like maybe he's going to do that.
Which
go
means it's
down and maybe kind of like hit it like this, go over and end there. It would make sense to end in California.
Yeah, I mean, that means only a couple more episodes till he gets to Arkansas if he goes that way.
Because if you think about it, California's probably got like some crazy places. Like he's probably
especially
he's got
like,
it all planned out, you know.
In
like
Northern
already.
California, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
because that's where Star Wars was filmed. They definitely have like some Star Wars themed house up there.
Yeah, he's gonna end there.
And then I bet in Washington, he does like a Twilight themed place.
Wow, I need to invest in this. See, like I don't watch a lot of stuff, but like you get me on YouTube, I'm like, ugh. Because it's like not such a commitment on YouTube.
Yeah, right?
I'm crashing.
Just got pushed for 7 more minutes.
Oh. Did you
put
see what I
sad songs
wrote?
on here. What does that mean?
Okay, I pulled a U.
What do you mean?
So I was driving to New Jersey, and whenever I drive, I get sad, but like it's got to be a long drive. Like if I'm driving like 20, 30, even like 40 minutes, I'm kind of like not sad because I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to the place I'm going type of thing. But whenever I drive long, like especially to my dad's, I just like start thinking, overthinking, and then I get sad. And then I was getting sad on the drive there, and I was like, I'm going to listen to sad songs. I don't know why I was doing that. And then I was
classic
like,
me.
extra sad. And I was like, but yeah, it feels good. And then I was like, I'm literally doing what Seth does. But it didn't last like that long. Then I was just like, I don't know. I think I ended up calling Justin or something, or like put on a podcast, and then I was fine. But there was a while there I was like, sad song time.
Yeah.
That's it.
And speaking of music, like the Spotify DJ, I think they finally have started figuring out how to make the algorithm work.
Wow.
Because before it was
about
like,
time.
it was like, here's things that you've been listening to recently, and it was stuff that I listened to last month or like 2 weeks ago, and like I wasn't on that vibe anymore. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is not it. But I was listening, I was using the DJ while I was driving the kids from the station to the event. Mm-hmm. And everyone was like banger after banger after banger.
Bless you! Achoo, hippopotamus.
Rude. And every song was just like banger after banger after banger. And I was like, yes, this is the vibe that like my life has like been looking for. And it was like playing like mixes of like old songs and new songs that I've been like songs I haven't listened to in forever and songs that I've been listening to recently. And I'm like, okay. Finally catching my vibe. Because I think it either was like the algorithm just wasn't right quite yet, or it was just so confused by like my listening history and how like the wide spectrum and range of music that I listen to is. Like, I think they were just confused.
It's
and
trying
like,
to capture your vibe. And
how do we capture this vibe? Like, this man does not have like one genre he's specifically
they could
likes.
never figure me out.
Yeah, they could. They could just play Billie Eilish on repeat. And
No, because I've been listening to other shit.
What you been listening to?
Like Screamo.
That's different. Okay.
I like it.
Not me.
I feel it in my heart, in my chest. I don't know. But should I say something crazy right now?
Yes.
Should we talk about the political environment? We can't. But you know what I mean? Like, you know what I want to say.
I'll just say this.
Oh,
I got
God.
blocked for something I posted.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
I just don't really, like, talk about things. Like, me and my dad were having this conversation about, like, you know, we've got our views and things like that, but we don't really feel the need. Not like, you know, you can post and, like, do certain things, but, like, the need to be crazy. And, like,
exactly.
It's like I can have my views and kind of keep them to myself.
Yeah.
And, like, like, with protests and stuff, my thing is, like, I support, like, anyone who wants to go out and voice, like, what they believe and all of that. Mm-hmm. I just don't think I would ever do that. But a part of me is, like, it's got to be something that really, really, really hits home. Like,
yeah,
for me to go out and do that. But, yeah, it's just been wild lately. And I'm just kind of watching and seeing how it all plays out.
I'd say I'm very similar. Like, I'm typically, like, super, like, not political at all. I'm like, I don't post anything. Like, I try not to engage in conversations anymore about it.
Views. Like, obviously, we have feelings and thoughts.
Like, I have my own views on things, but like, for the most part, my views are very apolitical, or like, you know. So
I'm just like vibing, like.
Yeah, and then occasionally there'll be something that really like upsets me, or like something I'm like, okay, I should share something about this, and which I did for the first time in years that I posted anything political. It
was kind of close to home to you, if that like makes sense. Like,
and then this guy that I used to work with and I thought I was cool with just decided to block me because of it, and I was like, okay. And when he tried to engage in conversation about it, I like brought some points up, and he didn't have any argument except for someone learned big words over the weekend, and I was like,
that's like the problem sometimes, because it's like if I'll have conversations, like, let's say at work, like private, obviously not near students or anything. Yeah. It's like, we listen to like understand, or it's just so interesting to hear different viewpoints, but we're never trying to like convince each other of anything. Or at least I tell them, I'm like, yeah, I hear you. You're not going to like change my mind. Like, I don't want you to waste your time and your breath, because I can hear how passionate you are. You're not changing my mind.
Yeah.
I don't care. You're like, but this is true. And I'm like, you're not changing my mind, like, about anything.
Yeah.
Like, don't waste your time. And that's the thing about people, I think, like, I'll voice if I were to, which I don't to anybody, voice my opinions or my views, I would just be like, but that's just me, though.
Yeah.
That's just me. And
That's just
other
me.
people, like, when they want to voice
opinion.
their stuff, they're just like, but I need you to hear me and, like, think it too. And I'm like, but, like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna. But they're like, oh, and they want to, like, keep going. And I'm like, it's just, like, not gonna happen.
And I think part of that comes down to, like, the social media and news station echo chambers that people subject themselves to, where instead of listening to, like, other sides and other opinions, they're only hearing the opinions that agree with them, and they're only accepting those and, like, only listening to that. And so all it does is reaffirm and reassure that what they believe is the correct and the truth thing. And so they're like, well, if you don't believe it, then you're absolutely wrong, because they've been, convinced by everything on social media, all these news sources that lean the same way as them, and things like that. And that's why I'm like, I don't watch the news. I don't do that anymore. The way I get my news is from social media, but it's from a website and a page called Ground News, which will give you, like, the most middle ground news headline. And then it will show you, hey, this percentage of left-leaning news outlets have reported it. This percentage of right-leaning news sites have reported it. And this percentage of, like, in between have reported it. That way you can get a vibe, and it, like, has links to different ones.
I like that.
And so, like, I'm getting, like, a variety of angles for the same story, right?
Yeah, I like that.
And I'm just like, social media and, like, the age of information that we're in right now, it's been so detrimental to the American people.
It's fucking wild. And, like, I think the thing is, too, it's like, can people kind of just, like, relax and, like, mind your business? Because when they're like, and this might be me showing some of my views, but, like, it's not. I'm just saying something I saw online. They're like, people are coming to our country illegally. And I'm like, okay. It's like,
and that's directly affecting you how right now?
You don't care? And I'm like, bro, no. I'm trying to, like, go to work. And, like,
I'm just trying to survive. Like, I really don't care.
I'm trying to work out, get myself off the couch. I don't have time to worry about shit that doesn't matter. It's like, they're stealing, like, jobs. And I'm like, but, like, they're not.
And, like,
and then it's like, they're they're criminals. And I'm like, but they're, like, not.
And also, like,
you
ran that stoplight one time. Not you specifically, but, like.
Yeah. And I did, hypothetically. I
definitely ran a red light the other day on accident.
I don't know, like, this is all allegedly. But, like.
Not to perjure myself or whatever.
But it's, like, not affecting me. Like, I'm minding my business. I don't know. So it's just, like, yeah. And then, because I've had people ask me, like, you have conversation at work. They're like, oh, like, what do you think about this? Or, like, don't you care? Like, wouldn't you, like, stop it? And I'm like, no. It's like, oh, you heard about someone in your area doing this thing. Wouldn't you, like, go to their house and knock on their door and, like, tell them to stop? And I'm
absolutely not. I'd be like, no, I'm staying in my home taking a nap.
I was literally like, no, that's none of my business, like, what they're doing. Yeah. And it was like, yeah, but you know it's happening and it's wrong. But it's like, it's not hurting anybody. It's like staying with it. It's like a weird thing. And I'm like, no, then why would I? It's not hurting anybody. Who cares?
Yep.
Let people do what they want. And they were just like, oh, but you can't. And I'm like, but I'm like trying to meal prep and I can't. I just keep ordering food. Like, I have real issues here. You know what I mean? Like, all these. If everyone put as much time and effort into this stuff, if they, like, actually put it into stuff that mattered, like, I don't know, obesity or, like, other things. I don't know. Like, everyone that's, like, freaking out. It's like, if you all just got on a treadmill, you probably wouldn't be as stressed about this stuff.
Right. Exactly.
And I could say that because I ran 2.5 miles for the fucking Army birthday on Friday.
I've ran nothing this week.
I ran my mouth.
I mean, that's true.
And that's 1 hour and 4 minutes on the Yapaholics. Bye. That's how it ended. Imagine.
All right. Well, on that note, Dakota's got to go to bed, and I'm going to doom scroll for a bit, maybe make some pizza, and then go to bed myself.
I'm going to doom scroll.
I'll have to edit this too.
Bye.
All right. Thanks for yapping along with us.
Yep. Bye. No, it's not working. That was bad. That was really bad. I'm sorry.
Come yap along with us next week. This has been the Yapaholics with Dak and Seth.
Bye-bye.
Bye.